have learned the first part of Cripple Creek, and we're ready to look at the second line. So like the first line, the second line is made up of two bits that are pretty similar but aren't quite exactly the same. So if you haven't already, go ahead and make sure you have your finger numbers in for that line. Like the first line, if you have repeated notes, like the first two F sharps, only put a finger number in for that first note. Try to leave out finger numbers for things like open D strings and open A strings. You should know those really well. We just need finger numbers in there. That'll help you start to really read those notes instead of relying on the finger numbers, all right? Once you've put in your finger numbers for the last line, then let's come back to this part of the video and we'll work on that together. Like the first line, we're gonna break this up into two chunks. So we're gonna look at the very first two measures of the second line. So this would be measures 5 and measure 6. Let's play it together. We're going to start on our second finger on the D string. Just like the first line, make sure our bow is stuck to the string. We want nice short strokes, not too long and not too crunchy, right? Just nice and short. Let's play those first two measures together. One, two, three, 4. Let's do that 3 more times. Find your note, second finger on the D string, bow on the string. 1, 2, ready, and. Again. 1, 2, ready, and. And our last time. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, did you play all 4 of those correctly with me? If not, go back, practice them again. Practice them on your own, practice them with the recording. Once you can play those 4 repetitions of those 2 measures, let's move on to the very final 2 measures of the entire piece. Okay, the last 2 measures are very similar to the first 2 of this line, just a little bit different. So again, take a couple of seconds, look through, see where things are a little different so you don't accidentally play the first 2 measures while you're trying to play the last 2. So once you've kind of gotten that figured out, get your finger numbers in, play it a couple times maybe, then let's play it together. Okay, before we play measures 7 and measure 8, let's think about our bowing. Just like in the first line, we end up on an up bow on measure 7, like we ended up on an up bow in measure 3 before. So if we started at the beginning of the second line, that's a down bow, which means my next bow is an up bow, and that's the first note of measure 7. So when we play measure 7, let's start a little bit farther out in the bow so we have room to go up. Remember, up bow is towards the instrument with the bow going up in the air, okay? Let's play measure 7 together, starting on an up bow. One, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that 3 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you can play those last 2 measures of the second line well, you know it very well, you got your finger numbers worked out, then let's put this whole second line together. So we're going to play starting from the beginning of the second line of Cripple Creek. This will be measure 5. One, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you can play this whole second line well, and you know these notes really well, we're ready to put it together with the very first line. So let's do that now. We're going to play this whole piece twice through. We're going to play it once and then repeat back to the top, okay? So find your first note, third finger on the D string. Make sure your bow is steady in the string. Remember, nice short bows. And we'll take it from the top. One, two, three, four. Let's do that again. One, two, three, four. Great, and hopefully now you can play Cripple Creek all the way through. This is a really fun fiddle tune. There's a lot of things we can do to make this really spicy, and we'll talk about that in another video.